Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again today. I'm Ror Alexander, the director of ASPATA, and following my last video, we're talking about power. So today we're going to talk about the second way of creating power. Okay, again, these are some fairly low complex ways, so very low skill needed. But the way we're going to talk about today is called the contrast method, okay? And basically what the contrast method is, you can really quite simply think of it as resistance followed by no resistance, okay? So one key concept you can think of is running in the sand and then running up on the grass. So in your sand, you have a lot of resistance fighting against you. Your feet are sliding out of the way, and then you have it's a lot harder to run through sand. But by running through the sand, you're activating a lot more muscle fibers, which is one of the key concepts of contrast method. So the key concept is post-activation potentiation, or PAP, which is basically been used, at least discovered and kind of been used scientifically since the 1960s. No doubt though it's been used for a lot longer. I can guarantee you gladiators and knights back in the day were no doubt training with heavier swords and then switching to lighter swords, and they found that they could swing faster. I'm sure that the Spartans were throwing rocks and then realizing, hey, if I throw a few rocks and then a few punches, it works a lot faster. So the basic concept of the contrast method is that the central nervous system is overstimulated, or you can think about it as being supercharged by engaging more motor units, muscle fibers, and nerve bundles. And this causes an overstimulation of the muscle, which then is going to allow me to throw faster punches when I don't have any weight in my hand. So one of the things we want to do is, I'm talking about punches today because we're going to talk about punching, but it could also relate to the bench press, okay? There's lots of different ways you could do it. We could do it with squats, but today we're just going to keep it simple. We're just going to talk about punching just because, like I said, my background's mostly in mixed martial arts and MMA combat. So the key thing that we want to do though is we want to make sure that we're doing the same movement with and without resistance. So one of the things we don't want to do is, if I'm working on punches, I don't want to do a bunch of heavy squats and then throw empty punches. So one of the exercises I'm going to show you today is a really simple way to do a contrast method to help improve punching speed, and in turn can help improve your bench press speed too, and a few other movements. Okay guys, so here I am. I have a nice about a 5-kilogram medicine ball right here, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you an extremely simple way of developing power for the upper body using the contrast method by using what we call the shot put drill. So like I said, I want to do two movements, one weighted, one without. So if I'm throwing punches, I'm really working on trying to increase that punching power. What I want to do is I basically want to throw some punches but with some resistance. And the easiest way to do that is just through a ball. So if you happen to be shot putters, this is another great way to help increase your shot put. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stand here, exact same in my fight stance. Ball is going to go up to my chin, just like if I'm throwing that cross, okay? And I'm going to throw that ball, okay? And because of the weight of this ball, it's really going to be stimulating a lot of muscle fibers and a lot of nerves in order for me to throw this ball as powerfully as I can. Again, when we're training for power, we're not worried about fast reps. So I'm going to take my time, walk over, pick it up, take my time. Probably going to go for about 5 reps in total. Pick it up. One more. And very quickly, throw a few punches after that. What happens is all those muscle fibers are stimulated. So my body still thinks that I have this heavy weight in my hand and I have to throw that ball hard, but I don't. And because I don't, my speed is going to be dramatically faster than it was if I had done punching before I threw the ball. So again, guys, that's method 2. Thanks for tuning in. We have one more part coming up in our 3-part series, and I'll talk to you guys soon.